Welcome back everybody to today's video. In today's video we'll be looking at some interesting LEGO Star Wars misprints. I did one of these back in 2017, but since then there's been quite a few more misprints from LEGO Star Wars that has come into the picture. People have been posting them, people have been finding them. I don't think it's any less common as it used to be. But yeah, guys, so let's start off. I do have quite a few coming from WaltBrickS on Instagram. I do want to link him down below. Put his Instagram up on the screen. He has an Instagram and a Bricklink store. So pretty much he collects a lot of rare Legos, rare Lego, Star Wars and other stuff, test prints, prototypes, misprints, just rare, expensive Lego, products in general. So let's start off, guys, with a couple things from his account. We do have this awesome Boba Fett, which is a misprint on the helmet. It pretty much looks like some blood camo, it almost looks like Commando Sev. That's what someone actually commented right here. Very cool. And this is something that if I were to pull this from a set, this would be phenomenal. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier to get a regular Boba Fett helmet than it is a awesome misprint like this. So I know I've heard of people that actually don't like getting misprints and actually complain. I've seen forums on Eurobricks and stuff like that. People actually mad that there's a misprint in their set, and I don't know why. I mean, in the end, it's gonna be worth probably the price of the set you paid. I mean, genuinely, I think this one is from. This might even be from the 20th anniversary Slave one. So it's actually, I don't think it is. This might be from the 2015 Slave one. So again, a $90 set. And this misprint is probably going for $150. So you got to understand, these misprints are pretty much one of a kind. There's not another one of the same. Very few of them. Even if it's the same concept, it's not the exact same print. It's very unlikely that a misprint will be printed the exact same more than once. Again, I have quite a few in my collection. I'll make a updated collection video of mine later this year. But let's move on to the next one from WaltBrickS. He does have a 2011 ARC Trooper, and pretty much the misprint on this is just the fact that the torso was probably running out of ink, it looked like, because it is a lighter gray, almost like a white, super light gray compared to the dark bluish gray on the left, that actually, is official on the minifigure. So that's kind of a cool one. Honestly, a lot of people might even look over that. It might be something that a lot of you guys maybe have in your collection that, you guys just didn't realize. I already checked all my ARC Troopers, at least all the ones I could find. All the 10 of them I could find, and mine weren't like that. But nonetheless, that is a very cool misprint. Moving on to one of the kind of cooler ones. These seem to happen quite a lot on, Clone Troopers and Stormtroopers. It's pretty much this Stormtrooper Shock Trooper with the helmet print, the face helmet print, pretty much printed kind of a little to the right. It's not completely on the side of the helmet, but it looks like, from the picture, it's about a centimeter to the right side of it, if you're looking at it forward. Pretty much where, just everything is all, messed up, everything's all on the wrong, things on the helmet. The eye print, all squished. The top print is, of course, just all shifted to the right. It's all just on different bumps in the helmet than it should be. But nonetheless, it's a very cool misprint. I personally don't have anything like this, basically. These tend to go for a lot of money. I was actually watching a 212th Clone Trooper on eBay for a while, and I think it ended up going for, $112 total. It's worth it in the end, I guess, but it's definitely just kind of a hefty amount of money just to throw out for a misprint. Moving on to a Senate Commando Trooper, this is something that's also common with all these helmeted troopers. It's pretty much where the helmet print is the face print on the helmet is printed on the back of the helmet. So in this case, it is, again, printed on the back side of the helmet, pretty much just completely reversed, 360 reversed. And that's another cool one. I've got a Salute Trooper like that, so it's one of the more common ones, I feel. That out of all these, I think that Boba Fett is definitely the least common. But moving on, we have a Stormtrooper misprint, pretty much the same as the regular, or same as the Shock Trooper, with the helmet print just being shifted to the right a little bit. This is a little bit more so, and even the top line looks like it is printed down a little bit. That top black line, it looks like it is printed a little bit down. But yeah, coming from WaltBrickS, it looks like we should have one more right here, which is a Anaconda Farrar. Just a little misprint. This is again common on these Rhodians, on Greedo, on Anaconda Farrar. It seems like there's about 10 or 15 of these in circulation. And it's pretty much just where the face print on the face or the head of the Rhodian is just pretty much shifted like completely down, where the ear print is almost pretty much where the eyes are, and the eyes are pretty much down into the cheekbones. So it kind of looks funny. Again, I've got a Greedo from 2014 with the. It's not as bad because there's not any ear print on them. It's just the eyes, but the eyes are still printed down like where the circles are going onto the cheekbone. Pretty much where it's not supposed to be. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all these from L1F3BrickS right here. He's got a pretty awesome collection. Go check him out on Instagram. I want to thank him for posting all these pictures and having a good source for those. But moving on to a couple more, I wanted to show you a couple of these regular Clone Trooper misprints. These are pretty common, just the Clone Wars clones. And then here is a Zuckuss misprint. So pretty much, I believe on the Zuckuss, it's just the head print. It's just kind of not there, right? I think that's what it is. I think the head print's kind of shifted all the way back to the back of his head and not kind of on the forehead of him. And then here's also a couple more Clone Troopers that have that kind of smushed face print. Geonosis Trooper right here, and then a 212 clone. Almost looks like the one I was maybe going to buy on eBay, but ended up not getting that. And then I guess here's a ARF Trooper with actually. I guess that looks real. I mean, it almost looks like it's just painted over, brassoed over, but with the complete visor printed out or taken out. So whether or not that's real, I'm not too sure. That kind of looks a little fake. But moving on to the last one, which I think is pretty cool. And again, I'm just going to show all the kind of newer ones in this video. If you look up Lego Star Wars misprints and go on all the forums, I mean, there's a lot of them from 2010, 2014. But I'm pretty sure I already covered most of those in the video from 2017. But here's a Snow Chewbacca misprint. And it's pretty much, it just looks like the eyes aren't there, the eyes and nose, and then it looks like the bandolier is printed on the other. Actually, no, it looks like. Oh no, here's what it is. It actually so it looks like the bandolier is fine, but then it looks like just the head when it's on right. The face is just printed on the back, and then pretty much the molded face has no print on it, and it'd be facing the back side of him. So that's pretty cool, guys. But if you guys also see all these test prints and stuff like that, prototypes people call them, on eBay and Instagram, and just Google itself, I will make a whole separate video on those, since those aren't really considered misprints. Those are actual test prototypes or test prints and stuff like that. So there's quite a few of those out here too in circulation. So I'll definitely be sure to make a video on those. I believe coming out in a couple weeks. So pretty much if you see a minifigure like with a completely different color head than it should be, or a completely different color body part than it should be, that's pretty much a test print and not a misprint. So there's a difference there, and I will go over that in the video coming out. But yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to comment down below your favorite misprint out of this video, and be sure to go check out L1F3BrickS on Instagram. So yeah, again, I want to thank you guys all for watching. Please want to comment and subscribe. Be sure to enter the giveaway, and stay tuned for you guys. See you guys later. Bye. 5% off on your next Lego purchase. Be sure to use code LIFEBRICK. That's capital LIFE at republicbricks.com for 5% off your next order. We'll pretty much pay for your shipping or get you a couple dollars off. They sell old Lego minifigures, sets, mystery boxes, and more. I've got a couple of videos on my channel showing the products. So be sure to use code LIFEBRICK on your next order for 5% off.